Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to my craft room. My name is Yvette Quale. I like to create craft tutorials for beadwork, junk journaling, paper crafting, and more. In today's video, this is a follow-up video to my last one. I'm going to share my process for putting together the signatures for my Vincent van Gogh journal. So as you recall in the last video, if you didn't see that, I'll put a link to that in the description box. But here is the cover that I have made, and it's a slow stitch cover. And then I'm thinking about doing this on a bubble mailer, but I may just go ahead and do this with chipboard. And then I pulled together the different pages, so that video goes more into depth of what's going into the journal. So this video is just basically my process for putting together the signatures. So this will be a 3 signature journal, I've decided, and I've pulled the pages out of the kit from Lindsey, and then these are additional pages here and from a different kit, and then these are from different kits that she has as well. So I've kind of pulled all the neutral tones you'll see are kind of in this pile here. And then I have more of the colorful pages here. And then I have my tea-dyed pages here, or coffee-dyed, I'm sorry, from Sarita Sales here on YouTube. So check her out. She has sales from time to time and offers these beautiful coffee-dyed pages. And then I also pulled a few of these tea-dyed pages that I did myself. So I needed something that had just a little less color than the coffee dyed pages, and I thought these went really nice with everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just put these up out of view there, but pull them in as I decide. So the first thing I want to do is kind of these pages. I'm thinking because they're not part of the kit and they have a little bit of this pink on them, I do still want to use them, but I'm going to use those further back in the signatures. So on the covers, I think I'm going to go with this one for the signature cover. And I kind of like to, I don't know, my process is just my brain, but I kind of like to pull out something similar on the first and the third, and then on the center one, do something a little bit different. So I was thinking like this. And so this will be the first signature, this will be the second signature, and this will be the third signature. So let's go ahead and start with the first one here. Now the kit comes printed on one side only, so if you guys have ever watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I'll fix this all up and it'll be great. So now you'll notice the pages are different lengths. I do like this perforation at the top, but I think I'm going to take that off and actually use that as an embellishment somewhere else in the journal. So that cuts my page down to pretty much the same size as this. So you kind of want to think about, or I do anyway, when I open that first signature, I want something here that's not going to compete with what's on the front. And I kind of like the way that this pattern sort of mimics the look of the petals here with how the crochet work comes out on the coffee dyed. So I think I'll go with that. And then of course you get a more muted tone on the back, so we could make this into a journal page, or we could decorate that up. Normally what I do, my process is to decorate the white pages in some way. So it's going to have a stencil, it's going to have pictures or images or belly bands, pockets, something on that, so that it's got some interest and it's not just a blank white page on there. Especially with muted tones, you want to do something like that. So the next thing, as we go through, we don't really want to copy what we already have, right? So I'm thinking at this point we're going to pull this in like this. Okay, and then again, you're going to have that white page. Now, we could turn this around and have the image inside, but then you have a white page and a white page, which you're going to decorate, but I kind of tend to like it to be like this. And then I'm going to pull a neutral in here. So a good way to do that, kind of like that, I think. Let's look at the flow here. Let's go with something. That's too much the same as well. So you see how I'm kind of, I flip through them a lot because I'm kind of looking at how that's going to flow together. So what we could do here is go ahead and slip one of these in. Now this page is a lot longer than a standard 8.5 by 11. So I like to just fold it up. When you sew that signature in, your page is within the other pages, but this folds out and you can do a lot of different things on there. So we can put that in. Now the thing you need to remember when you do that is then the next page goes in here so that this then comes around. You see what I'm saying? So this will come open like this and this will fold in here. Okay. So we've got the cover. We've got coffee dyed. We have a little bit different page. This now, see, you could do something more colorful here, which will offset the neutralness over here, because this is becoming neutral, but I don't want to go, you know, bam, bam, bam. So that's that process there. Now, how many pages do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. I like to do about 8. So we're going to go 5. Let's put in something with a little pattern. 6. 7. Okay, we're going to go 9 because that way we can turn one the other way and have a little bit more color. Let me think about this. So I'm coming off of that. Turn this the other way. So there's 8, and then I want to put in something that's got some more color again. Let's go 9. And this, if I don't want this here, I can cover that up later. So I like that signature. Now let's look at that completed. As we flip through, it's kind of got a nice flow to it, coming into a little more color, and then the center page. So I like how that worked out. Now what I do, I'm going to grab it here. Once I get those kind of set, I'm going to paper clip that together just so I know don't pull those pages. I'll get going along and all of a sudden pull those pages. So the second one, I'm going to do this. So we have a neutral. That's going to open up. I think I'm going to do this page in there. Again, this is going to fold out, so you want to open this up like that. Now this is kind of an all-over pattern like this one, so I'm going to save that for somewhere else. And I think I want something more like that. Okay, put that page in. So we have 3. Now this one's a lot bigger, so I can cut that down. That's 4. Now here I can turn one of these the other way, but it's 5. And remember, you don't have to have the same number of pages. So if I stop before I get to 9, it's because it wanted to be that way. I know, my process, huh? Okay, that's too much. That's too much. I think we're going to go with another neutral page here. Alright, let's see how this is looking. Of course, I'll cut that down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Now I do like the way this is playing off of there because it's a different pattern. And then we'll open this up and put in the 8th one. Now I'm wondering if I ran out of bold colors, which I did. So in that case, I am going to switch that out for this. And then put this in the middle. And I think I'm going to go that way. Alright, let's see how many pages I have because I lost count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to leave it at that because I have an idea for the center there. Just came to me. You'll have to watch to see what I do with that. Let me grab a paper clip here. Alright, and our last one, this is going to be the cover. So I'm thinking this envelope, now what I'm going to do with this is I want to make sure that this is going onto a fairly neutral page because I want to take this and glue it down and make a pocket here. So, and then what I'm going to do here is cut this down and make an end pocket there. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Now I might want to put another piece of paper in here. And maybe I want to go let's see how this does. So we go from the cover to a coffee dyed to white. We'll do something with to a subtle print. I like how that looks with a little bit of this. Okay. Put this is a coffee filter here. That's pretty. We can put another one in there. So as you can see, not all my pages are the same number, so that's fine. And actually, that's getting a lot of white, isn't there? Alright, let's take these two out. Let's look at this again. That'll go into a pocket. So I don't really count usually coffee dyed filters as a page. So let's see how we look here and how many we have. I don't want it to be too thick. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's about 10 counting the coffee filter. Let me see if I want to maybe take that out. And put that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can do that. Okay, all of these will be trimmed up. So what I would like to do now is go through so you can kind of see how it's all going to flow together. So as we go through here, and maybe we'll put one of these in here. Okay, so we've got going along. I'm thinking and trying to talk at the same time. I don't think it's working. But anyway, you get the idea. All right, then we're going to go from that into this one. That'll flip out. All right, so this one has a lot more color to it. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, because this had a lot of neutral, is switch out these covers. Alright, I think that's going to do it, and you guys will have to tune in and see how that all comes together. That's my basic way that I kind of work through and come up with how I'm going to put my signatures together. Is there a system to it? I don't know about that, but I do tend to put neutrals with the white page backgrounds, with the colored page, with the other things. And then, of course, all of the things that I've pulled from the ephemera that I have, we'll go ahead and put those in there, and I think it'll come together really nice. So hope you guys stay tuned for the next segment, which will be revealing how I did the cover. I don't know if I'll do an actual video on that, because I do have a video on how my process for a chipboard, so if I go that route I probably will not show that. But if I do the bubble wrap, I'll see how that goes and maybe share it with you if it goes well. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.